And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski, and tonight we bring you Florida High School Athletic Association Class 6A Region 3 baseball between the top seeded Viera Hawks and the number 8 seed East River Falcons. Tonight is a matchup between two teams that know a little bit about each other. These two teams got together just a couple of weeks ago, a 7-3 Viera win in that one. The one caveat to that Hawks win was the Hawks pounded out 7 runs on just 4 hits in the game. Let's give you the starting lineups for both teams. We'll start with the visiting team, East River. They come in at 16-7. The Falcons are a plus 64 in run differential this year. As a team, they're batting 312. Team pitching 2.28 ERA. They've allowed 102 runs, just 54 of them earned. Staff has given up 4 home runs. They like to run the bases. They're 71 for 72 in stolen base attempts this year. So without further ado, here is the Falcons starting lineup. Leading off and playing first base, number 29, Hunter Key. Batting second and playing center field, number 17, Noah Moritz. Batting third and playing third base, number 9, Alex Vasquez. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 21, Angel Alvarado. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 1, Ty Kennedy. Batting sixth and doing the designated hitting tonight, number 34, Matt Dimitri. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 18, David Shantz. Batting eighth and doing the catching tonight, Brian Perez. And batting ninth and playing second base, Tyler. What is Tyler's last name here? I was rolling too. Tyler Marzak. Tyler Marzak is your ninth hitter. And doing the pitching tonight for East River is number 8, Braden Morrow. We'll tell you about Braden when he takes the bump. For the Viera Hawks, they get a guy back in the lineup tonight that, although they got the district championship win without him, I can tell you they're real happy to have him back. And the Viera bats as of late have been timely, but haven't been, I guess the word you might be looking for is as consistent as you would like. But tonight they get one of those consistent bats back. Leading off and playing center field, Jack Malatino. Batting second and playing right field, number 20, Mikey Schmidt. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 3, Ideon Espinal. He returns tonight. Batting fourth and doing the catching, number 13, Alex Sosa. Batting fifth and doing the pitching tonight, number 17, Lucas Glendenning. Batting sixth and doing the designated hitting, number 8, Luke Campbell. He's batting for the left fielder, number 1, Zion Hernandez. Zion had a great district tournament coming off the bench, stealing 3 bases and manufacturing a run. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 12, Fano Cruz. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 5, Kyler Dwiggins. And batting ninth, the hottest glove in Brevard County right now, playing the hot corner, Brooks Robinson. No, I'm kidding. Robbie Behrens is over at the hot corner tonight. And I tell you, Ryan had quite a district tournament with flashing a little bit of leather as well. The Hawks are managed by Brock Doty, currently being assisted by Bob Doty. Viera scored 172 runs this year. They've allowed 65. That's a plus 107. As a team, the Hawks are batting 300. Team pitching ERA 1.55 this year. And we'll tell you about Lucas Glendenning when he takes the bump. As they finish announcing the starting lineups here, we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have the first pitch right here on Brevard Sports Network.
Hi, this is Michelle Rycroft with Beach Wave Volleyball Club, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
All right, the national anthem is done. A crowd of about 18,000 on hand here tonight at USSSA Space Coast Stadium as we get set to go here as the Viera Hawks once again continue their quest to defend a regional championship. The Viera Hawks are six-time district champs and the defending regional champ out of this region. You'll remember the great run they went on last year. Everybody asking, this is the only game tonight on Brevard Sports Network. We reached out to community members and asked for sponsorship for other games. Unfortunately, we could not get one. We tried. So if anybody's watching that has anything to do with any of the games coming up tomorrow, and you'd be interested in having us broadcast it, get in touch with us. We'll put it up on the bottom of the screen later in the broadcast and tell you about it later. So, yep, that's that. Our apologies. We'd love to be able to have a crew over at East Ridge tonight, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way. All right, let's tell you a little bit about this is the number one seeded Viera Hawks against East River. The winner of this game will take on the winner between East Ridge and Melbourne. Melbourne comes in ranked number 10 in 6A, 9 depending on where you're looking, 44th in the state of Florida. East River 35th, 36th, 184th in the state of Florida. Viera is 20-7 overall, 8-2 at home. East River is 16, it says 16-10, and they are 8-6 away from the friendly confines of wherever it is they play. On the bump tonight for the Viera Hawks is Lucas Glendenning. Lucas with an outstanding effort in his last time out as he pitched a 6-inning, 4-hit shutout against Harmony. On the season this year, Glendenning 6-1 with a 1.00 ERA. Teams are batting just 157 against him, and in 56 innings pitched, Lucas has 75 strikeouts, 14 walks. He's allowed 11 runs, 8 of them earned. And leading off is Hunter Key for the visiting East River Falcons. Athletic director, football coach over there, Tony Piccolo. I want to say hi to Tony if he's watching tonight. Tony, Brevard County native, resident, I believe, as Hunter Key steps in. The junior is batting .358 this year. He's got a triple, 2 doubles, and 15 RBIs. Glendenning's first offering is a strike to Key. Left-handed swinging Key. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate that. Yes, definitely keep us updated. Glendenning's pitch, and the home plate umpire tonight, the Hall of Famer Larry Torchia, says that crossed in the zone, nothing, and 2 to Key. The on-deck hitter is Noah Morowitz. Let's see if he wastes one or tries to just blow him away here. This is a hitter's or a pitcher's park, but tonight it could be a hitter's park, and there's a shot down the first base line. Foul. The wind, I guess, is blowing it about 20 miles an hour straight out of Space Coast Stadium tonight. So if somebody can get a hold of one, it'll take a trip. nothing and 2. Glendenning to Key. To the belt. Key asks for time, and he gets it. Sosa sets up outside, and he wastes one out there, and the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Alex asks third base umpire Scooter Morrison, or Scooters at first. Third base umpire, if he swung, he says no. It's got to feel good for the Viera Hawks to have Edion Espinal back in the lineup tonight. Sosa sets up again on the outside. Corner, strike 3. 1 out here from Lucas Glendenning. I will tell you this, Megan, you will see, hello, Michelle, you will see the Melbourne game here Friday night. Melbourne wins tonight, Viera wins tonight. Friday night's game be the most anticipated game in Brevard County, and a baseball game in Brevard County in a while. Glendenning now will face Noah Morrow. It's the center fielder. Morrow, it's a 456 hitter. He starts him off with the off-speed stuff. 4-1, a 456 hitter. He's got a triple, 3 doubles, 14 RBIs, 31 hits this year. The thing you got to watch out for East River is, that's a strike, is if they get on, they're going to run. They're 71 for 72 in stolen base attempts this year. Glendenning with a fastball, let her high for a strike. He rocks, kicks, and fires. The all-speed pitch catches the outside corner, and Glendenning, for the second consecutive batter, is ahead in the count, 1-2. That'll miss, and the count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Really, seriously, a really good crowd here tonight for a first-round regional quarterfinal game. This place will be absolutely packed Friday if the teams come out of it. Strike 3. Backwards K for Glendenning. Second out, second strikeout. That'll bring up Alex Vasquez. Vasquez on the year is a 407 hitter. He's got 4 triples and 10 doubles. He's a speedster, batting from the right-hand side of the plate. He can get around the bases, but you got to hit the ball. And neither of the first 2 Falcon hitters have caught up to anything Glendenning has put close to the plate. Lucas's first pitch off. This one is drilled into the gap, and that'll roll all the way to the wall, around first, and on his way to second. Nice play off the wall, and they'll hold Vasquez to a double, but an outstanding job by Alex to drill that one into the gap. And with a 2-out double, East River is in business here. Let's see if he tries to swipe third base. That was a nice job out there by Jack Malatino to play that hop off the wall and get it right back in. On the year, Vasquez is 11 for 11 in stolen base attempts. Angel Alvarado steps up. Angel comes in batting .291. He is their leading home run getter with 4. He's got 2 triples, 8 doubles, 16 RBIs on the year. The pitch from Glendenning is fouled back or down, and that will be strike 1. I'd like to welcome in everyone watching here tonight on Brevard Sports Network. Beautiful, cool evening. A good evening for baseball, especially if you're a hitter. This is traditionally a pitcher's park, but tonight it could be different. We'll talk about pitch counts coming up and what the FHSAA pitch count policy is, because 6A, 5A, 4A as well, all going to play 3 games in 7 days. So it's something you're going to have to keep an eye on. Glendenning getting the nod tonight, and that ball is also fouled off and back, and the count is quickly 0-2. So after surrendering a 0-1 double to Alex Vasquez, Glendenning shakes it off and is quickly ahead of Alvarado, 0-2. quickly working now. Sosa sets up on the outside corner. The pitch fouled straight back and over the roof. And the count will remain at 0-2. We got all kind of great stuff coming up here on Brevard Sports Network. Baseball, softball all week long for you. Next week, spring football galore for you. We've got 3 different spring football contests coming up. The 0-2 outside, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. The on-deck hitter is Ty Kennedy for East River. Espinal creeps in behind Vasquez out there, or stands behind him in his shadow. Now he leans left. Outside, strike 3 called. Generous call there, but you take it, and that'll end the inning as he strikes out the side, surrendering just a double. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first. East River 0. Viera coming to bat. What's up, Diego? All right, welcome back here to USSSA Stadium, where the East River Falcons strand a runner at second base. And let's tell you a little bit about who they got on the hill tonight for them. It's not anybody I thought they were going to throw tonight when I was looking at everything today. I thought they'd pitch Slinkard or Dimitri, but they go with the junior in Brendan Morrow tonight, I believe. So Brandon Morrow. So Brandon Morrow this year for Jack Kennedy is 0-1 with a 2.03 ERA. This is his 11th appearance of the year, just his second start. So I would imagine that Coach Kennedy is setting his rotation up tonight with his usual starters. If he can get 2 innings out of Morrow tonight, then I think he's where he wants to be in this game, bringing in his starters. So anyway, Morrow this year in 20 2/3 innings pitched has 23 strikeouts. He has surrendered 12 free passes, given up 15 runs. 6 of them have been earned on the year. Malatino, Schmidt, and Espinal to lead it off. Viera, 172 runs scored this year. As a team, the Hawks are batting 300 with 5 home runs, 12 triples, 33 doubles. They've struck out 158 times and have 127 walks. As Jack Malatino steps in. Malatino, an outstanding leadoff hitter, batting .329 this year. He's got 27 hits, 17 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Brandon Morrow's first pitch to the left-handed swinging Malatino is on the corner for strike 1. Kind of a herky-jerky motion there, but it's effective. Stands off to the far side of the rubber there. That ball is popped up, but it gets down quickly, unplayable. So strike 2 to Jack. I'd like to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association, Athletic Director Maggie Davis, for approval to stream tonight's game. And, of course, Brock and Bob Doty. Morrow quickly ahead of Malatino, 0-2. And Malatino battles as the catcher sets up outside. That was a nice pitch right there, and Malatino fought it off. Morrow's battery mate is Brian Perez behind the dish tonight. Huh?
I like the tradition brought back to this ballpark. You retrieve the foul ball, the little kids, they get a free piece of gum.
This is my favorite place of everything that we do, all the broadcasting that we do, and I can't wait to come here Friday night. I'm already calling my shot, but this is my favorite place to broadcast. And Malatino does his best BG impression there, staying alive, and it's 1-2. Larry Torchia behind the plate, the Hall of Famer, inducted into the Space Coast Sports Hall of Fame about 4 years ago. It just gives you that major league feel for these student athletes and for us. I mean, look at the view. I mean, it's a beautiful view. Morrow now 1-2 here, bottom one. Rocks, kicks, fires inside, and Malatino has battled back to even the count up at 2-2. Want to thank the Hawks RBI Club tonight. You got the wrong bottom banner up. You got first pitch 7 p.m. You can put the other one up later. Want to thank the Hawks RBI Club tonight for sponsoring the broadcast. The pitch, and Malatino with a line drive into center field for a leadoff base hit. And the Hawks are in business with Mikey Schmidt coming to the dish.
Now batting for the Hawks, the right fielder, number 20, Mikey Schmidt.
Schmidt this year is a .333 batter, and talking about stealing bases and how effective East River has been at it this season. As Mikey turns the bunt, the pitch is high and outside. Looked like some sort of a pitch out there, but the Hawks are in stolen base attempts this year. 46 out of 56. Malatino 9 for 9. The on-deck hitter, Edion Espinal, leads the team with 10 stolen bases. This ball is popped up and shallow. It's trouble, but the left fielder comes in and hauls it in. I thought it was trouble with the sun and the wind. He made it look routine. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 3, Edion Espinal.
Edion Espinal gets a round of applause as he makes his triumphant return to the Hawks lineup tonight. Edion missed a few games at the end of the season. No need to discuss why. He just did. Left-handed hitter. Over to first and back. Good little move there. Malatino needs to be careful. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. Michelle, yeah, I bet you do. As that looks like a pitch out. It's not. It's just outside for a ball. And Edion is quickly ahead 1-0 here. This season, he is a .409 hitter. He's got 2 home runs on the year and 14 Hawk RBIs. And this one is back up the middle and through the middle of the infield as Malatino stops at second. And the Hawks now have runners at first and second with Lucas Glendenning coming to the dish. An opportunity here to help himself.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13,
Actually, it's going to be Alex Sosa. My apologies. Lucas went out to retrieve the bat. He'll be the on-deck hitter as Alex Sosa comes up. Sosa, .395 hitter, 2 home runs, 9 doubles, and 24 RBIs. Trying to hit a home run here tonight for his dog. Celebrating his dog's birthday. 4 years old tonight. Happy birthday, Pooch. Ball is low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Want to say hello to Pete Sosa, who's out of town. Pitch. All I can tell you is it missed. I don't know where. It just did. 2-0 to Alex. So let's see if Alex can turn this into a one-out RBI opportunity. Malatino at second, Espinal at first, Glendenning on deck. In the hole is Luke Campbell, the 2-0 to Alex. And Alex absolutely rocks this one deep to center field for a ground rule double. And actually, it's going to be one Hawk run to score. And Viera takes a 1-0 lead on an Alex Sosa ground rule double. Espinal will have to stop at third, and that'll bring up Lucas Glendenning. And the Hawks say hello to Matt Lawson as well.
Now batting for Viera, the pitcher, number 17, Lucas Glendenning.
Who's got the scoreboard?
Huh? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, they got two, yeah.
Yeah, well, they got a hit in the first inning. The other team did.
Yep.
That would be his job.
That's him. So it's 1-0 here. Hawks already with 3 hits in the inning. Sosa wrapped that one. One hop over the center field wall. I'm not sure why the center fielder took a step in on it. That should have been. I would just turn and ran. As Lucas Glendenning quickly falls behind, 0-2. 2 on, 1 out, 1 in here in the bottom of the first. And there's a chopper to the third baseman. This will score Espinal, and Glendenning will pick up an RBI. Sosa will take third as the Hawks now lead it 2-0. For Alex Sosa, that's his 25th RBI of the season. That leads the team, by the way. And for Lucas Glendenning, that's his 21st as Luke Campbell steps in. Luke, a former BSN player of the game. Adriel Torres comes into the run. Let me tell you something about Adriel Torres. He did an outstanding job playing shortstop in place of Edion Espinal. He made a play last week against Melbourne with the bases loaded that, you know, let's just put it this way. It certainly prevented a couple of Melbourne runs from scoring. The pitch outside for a ball, I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the game in terms of win-loss, but it certainly kept the Bulldogs from putting a couple of more runs on the board. The runner at third is Adriel Torres running for Sosa. And Campbell takes ball 2, 2-0. Melbourne 0-0 at the end of 1. Come on, Megan. They got to get them bats rolling. The pitch. There's a strike right down Viera Boulevard with that one, and it's 2-1 to Luke. I have no idea who that is.
That's a potential spammer.
Welcome into Terrius Allen here tonight. Welcome into Terrius. 3-1 to Luke. The pitch low for a ball. Campbell draws a 2-out walk.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 12,
Fano Cruz steps in. I know Fano's grandmom's got to be watching tonight from Kentucky. She was a loyal watcher last week. So if you're watching, ma'am, welcome. Fano with a good job last week. And with Edion back in the lineup, the pink cleats come back on. Inside, low, ball 1. So 5 of the last 6 from Morrow have been balls. Campbell at first. Torres at third. The pitch. That's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't know if we'll have any other baseball and softball this week, but I know we've got tomorrow or Thursday, and that ball is fouled back to the screen, strike 2. But I know we'll be here Friday night. That's already locked up. Melbourne's got to do their part tonight. Of course, if Melbourne can keep swinging the bats this way, boy, that will be fun to watch. Fano Cruz, 1 and 2. Off and running is Luke Campbell. This is popped up to the second baseman. He'll haul it in for the third and final out, but not before the Viera Hawks score 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 left. We head to the top of the second, 2-0, Viera. Welcome back to USSSA Stadium here. Alan Slaughterzinski, Caleb Brown with you on a gorgeous night, windy night, but a gorgeous night for baseball. And Lucas Glendenning is a senior, 17, 18-year-old. So his max pitch limit's 105. He won't get close to that tonight. But should he throw more than 76, he'll require 4 days rest. Anyway, see if he throws 61 to 75, 3, 46 to 62. If he can get out of here with a 45-pitch performance a day. But I wouldn't bank on that. Rockledge and O'Galley also in action tonight in 5A Region 3 action as Rockledge is at New Smyrna Beach and Zephyr Hills is at O'Galley. So this is going to be Ty Kennedy, Matt Dimitri, and David Shantz for East River. 1 hit last inning. They stranded the runner, and that's going to be strike 1. Couldn't be any more down the middle of the plate. You'll remember last year's the pitch. That'll be strike 2, and Glendenning is in a groove. You'll remember last year, O'Galley was the victim of a South Florida judge who overturned a decision by the FHSAA deeming an Archbishop McCarthy pitcher illegal because they had thrown too many pitches in a game. They appealed, took it to a judge. By the time it circled back around and the FHSAA was deemed to be correct, the game had already been played. And that is inside, and Lucas is quickly, after going ahead 0-2, it's now 2-2. To Ty Kennedy. And that's a shot. Espinal up and over to Cruz, 1 out. Matt Dimitri will step in, and that was just such an unfortunate situation. O'Galley went from going to play in the Final Four to everybody had to get in their cars and travel down to Archbishop McCarthy in Fort Lauderdale, and they weren't ready to play. God bless them. They just weren't ready. Archbishop McCarthy wasn't any better. They just weren't ready to play. Inside for a ball to Dimitri. Dimitri, a 296 hitter. 3 RBIs, a triple. 6 runs scored for Jack Kennedy's East River Falcons. 1-0. That'll be off the outside corner and just misses. BSN also will be streaming a couple of graduations this year. We'll be doing Astronaut as well as Coco this year. So we're very excited about that. Really, we've done Astronaut now, I think, for 2 years? Yeah, and Coco for 2 years. Love Coach Shivel and Coach Karstens, and want to thank them for getting us back in there this year and doing that. I really enjoy that. 3-1 now to Dimitri. And there's a shot between second and first, and Dimitri is on. So East River with a base hit, which brings up David Shunt. Speaking of Astronaut, the War Eagles baseball team snuck in as an 8 seed in 4A Region 3. Satellite and Merritt Island, as well as Shantz steps in this season. Shantz batting just 196. And again, remember what I said last inning, 71 out of 72 steal attempts this year for this team. And Dimitri is one that doesn't have a stolen base. There's a strike. 0-1.
But you never know. He could very well have a timely stolen base here.
Not with Alex Sosa behind the plate. He'll gun him out. Here's the 0-1, 0-2. So Brevard County, between baseball and softball this year, Caleb, 16 teams in state tournament play, which is a fantastic number. Astronaut, and there is Astronaut with both their baseball and softball team in. Viera, of course, with their baseball and softball team in. Melbourne with their baseball and softball team in. O'Galley with their baseball and softball team in. Rockledge with their baseball and softball team in. Satellite's baseball team. The Brevard Heat made it in. So did Holy Trinity's softball team. Here's a trivia question for you. Who is the only team out of all of those, the only school outside, the only school where the softball and the baseball program won a district championship? I'll give you the answer at the end of the inning. Strike 3 from Lucas Glendenning. That's his 4th strikeout and 2nd out in the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 14, Brian Perez.
Brian Perez steps in, the catcher. Perez, a .281 hitter. He's got 12 RBIs this year. Left-handed catcher. That's a strike on the outside corner. If you know it, don't say it. Nothing and 1 after a full count. And Glendenning just throws over, and Fano Cruz puts the hard tag on. 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd. 2-0. Viera on top. I'll tell you what upsets me, too, on the softball side of this is that we don't get to see, when Viera and Melbourne, we won't get that regional championship rematch from last year when Skylar Wagner held the Bulldogs to 3 hits. That ball's popped straight up, and this is drifting. Espinal called off, and he squeezes it to make an outstanding catch. How about the play by Zion Hernandez in left field? He called off Edion Espinal at the last minute, and the wind played havoc with it. He dove, ice cream coned it for the third and final out. Den-a-net, den-a-net. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. We head to the bottom of the second. Hawks 2, Falcons nothing. All right, Michelle Williamson's got a guess here. Yeah, we come over. Yeah. So it is the O'Galley Commodores as the softball team defeated Liberty last week, and the baseball team defeated Rockledge for a district championship. What's up, buddy? Carl Catala of the Viera Voice, and Craig Bailey's here tonight. This, you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody's here. Yeah, it is. It really is. All right, we head to the bottom of the second with Kyler Dwiggins stepping in. And Dwiggins' first pitch, backhanded by the shortstop, long throw over. Got him, says Scooter Morrison. And the umpires in the seats didn't like the call, but all right. The hottest third baseman in Brevard County steps in, and Robbie Barons made some defensive plays last week that were web gem after web gem last week. Amazing job at third base. First pitch is a strike to Robbie. Yeah, there you go. Good job, Michelle. I believe you. Swung on and missed for strike two. Robbie this year. I can't believe nothing's blown away yet. Yeah, I know. And that's strike three to Robbie, and that's two quick outs here for Viera. That's the first strikeout of the night for Morrow. As we are back to the top of the order with Jack Malatino. Yeah, I saw Dan Hancock in the crowd, too. Where's he at? I don't know where Dan got off to, but he's here somewhere. Must be a big night if Dan's here. Him and Jack were here, yeah. Bill Cromartie was here. I don't know where he went. Okay. And that'll be a strike. 1-1 to Jack Malatino. There's Bill, who is, as I said, 1 for 1 tonight. He led off with a single and scored the first Viera run. Morrow's pitch. It's a good thing that wasn't caught. And the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. Who's your old school there, Michelle? Morrow comes to a set, 2-1. Pitch low, and it's 3-1 to Malatino with 2 outs here, and Mikey Schmidt on deck. Oh, Melbourne. Okay. Gotcha. Low, and that's a 2-out walk, and a lot of great things happen in baseball.
Now batting for the Hawks, the right fielder, number 20.
With 2 outs, Mikey Schmidt 0 for 1. Popped out to the left fielder his first time up. And that'll go just off the outside corner. The umpires sitting behind East River wanted a strike on that one, but it was outside for a ball. Nice 2-out bunt down the third base line. That's a beaut right there. That's a bunt single. And that'll advance Malatino to second. And with 2 outs, the Hawks have runners at first and second with Edion Espinal up.
Now batting for Viera, the shortstop, number 3, Edion Espinal.
And here comes Jack Kennedy to the mound to talk to his pitcher. And this is where I thought about the max he would go with Morrow tonight. 2, maybe 3. I can't think. You don't come in as an 8 seed, and that'll do it for more. I was going to say you don't come in as an 8 seed, throw in your 4th best pitcher, and out of the dugout comes one of their best pitchers. And Dimitri enters the game now. Matthew Dimitri, he's 3-2 on the year. This is his 10th appearance. He's got a 2.39 ERA in 29 and 1/3 innings pitched this year. He's got 33 strikeouts. He's not allowed a home run, giving up just 2 doubles all year. 10 earned runs, 15 walks he's issued. Opponents are batting just 135 against him. So they go from the right side of the bump to the left with Dimitri, as Edion Espinal will get a look at him. And while Dimitri warms up, we'll step aside here on BSN. All right, the book on Morrow, he gives up 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 1, walked 1 in an inning and 2/3 pitch, and he gives way to Dimitri here with Edion Espinal coming in, and Espinal will jump to the other side of the plate. No, I don't think that's not Hunter Key. Yeah, it is Hunter Key. I gave you the wrong guy. I thought it was Dimitri. So let's give you the right guy's information, shall we? It is Hunter Key who comes in to pitch. And that hits Edion Espinal. Key, this is just his 2nd appearance. He's got no number, so I'm not sure what's going on in terms of the pitching strategy. I thought this was Dimitri. My apologies. It's Hunter Key, and this is just his 2nd appearance this year. And Espinal is HBP, hit by a pitch, and the bases are loaded for Alex Sosa. And, Sosa doubled over the center fielder's head his first time up. And he's got one of the two Hawk RBIs and no place to put Sosa. Key this year with a 1.75 ERA. He's 1-0. Actually, this is his 7th appearance. He's allowed 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 19 strikeouts in 16 innings pitched this year. So a lefty-lefty matchup, but as Alex showed last week, that's not a deterrent to him. The pitch and the curveball misses outside for a ball. Wind blowing straight out at about 15, 20 miles an hour, so that's a, ooh. Alex looks at ball 2. Look good from here. Say hello to Russell Cheatham. The 2-0 to Alex. And Alex wanted every bit of that one. And it's 2-1. Alex was looking to plant that one up by the Publix in Rockledge. He's got 1 grand slam this year. Leads the team in RBIs. Picked up another one in the bottom half of the first. The 2-1 to Alex outside, 3-1. So crunch time now for Hunter Key. Got to throw a strike. Sosa knows it. The on-deck hitter is Lucas Glendenning. So Hunter Key's got to bring one here, and Alex can just sit back and wait on it. Key rocks, kicks, and fires, and it's low for a ball. Nice patience at the plate by Alex. He'll pick up another RBI, and the Hawks will pick up another run as Malatino crosses the dish, and Lucas Glendenning steps in. Glendenning grounded out to the third baseman his first time up, but he drove in a run doing so. Adriel Torres comes on the run. All of this has taken place with 2 outs. This is a good old-fashioned 2-out rally. Remember the inning, Kyler Dwiggins grounded out to the shortstop, and Barron struck out, and that's when the inning started, and that curveball catches the outside corner for strike 1, and Lucas says, I'm gonna remember that, Torch. Key comes to the belt, the pitch, and this one is fouled straight back to the screen, and Lucas is behind 0-2. 3-0 Viera on top here in the bottom of the second inning. 2 in the first, 1 so far here in the bottom of the second. Key 0-2 inside for a ball. Got close to hitting him, but it didn't. Espinal is at second. Mikey Schmidt is at first, and Adriel Torres, or third, and Adriel Torres is at first. Everywhere you look is a Hawk. 1-2 to Glendenning with Luke Campbell on deck. Strike 3 called by Larry Torchia. That'll end the inning. So the Hawks get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. We head to the top of the third, 3-0 Viera. 9-1-2 due up for East River. They trail it 3-0. It's going to be Tyler Marzak, Hunter Key, and Noah Morowitz for Jack Kennedy's team. Jerry Kennedy. I keep calling him Jack. Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. The Hawks with 4 hits in the game and 3 runs as Hunter Key or Tyler Marzak steps in.
The second baseman, number 22, Tyler Marzak.
Marzak, a 205 hitter this year. 9 hits on the season. Lucas Glendenning. First pitch. Just outside for a ball. There's a strike from Lucas. Any update on that Melbourne game there, Miss Megan? The pitch. Oh, my goodness. 2 balls and a strike. Look good. 2-1. There's a chopper. Short chopper. One-handed by Lucas. Got him. Oh! And Scooter Morrison says no. As Tyler Marzak leads off with a single. Nice play by Lucas. 5-1 Melbourne. All right. So Melbourne getting it done. And so is Viera here leading 3-0. I'd like to welcome in Pete Sosa. Pete, thank you so much to the Hawks RBI Club tonight. Tyler Marzak and Lucas takes a shot over to first. Marzak this year.
Okay, I see what he did there.
What?
He tried to fake him out as if he missed it and tried to.
Morowitz is 13 for 13 in stolen base attempts this year. He leads the team. Glendenning as Hunter Key squares the bunt. Key struck out swinging his first time up. 1-0, and Alex Sosa is asking, where is it missing? I think I'd have to ask that question too over the last 2 batters. Torch is a great umpire, that's for sure. Here's the pitch as there's a strike, and it's 1-1. And as a catcher, I used to pitch and catch, and when I played this game, and you can ask, and you can be respectful and ask. And Alex is a great kid, and I'm sure it's what he wanted to know. Where, can you tell me where it's missing? Shane Staples is on, coach of the Viera Hawks. We'll see Shane Thursday for a live update from Viera Hawk practice. Supposed to be out there today. We had something come up at the last minute today for BSN that we had to take care of. So apologize to the Hawk Nation for not being able to get out there today. We'll be there Thursday. Yesterday we were over at Palm Bay with Jake Owens. Good practice. That's going to be a good young team this year. Marzak at first, swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2 to Hunter Key. The on-deck hitter is Noah Morowitz, who struck out his first time up looking. 3-0. 3-0. 1-2 is the count. Glendenning from the belt. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled off into the East Ridge dugout. East River dugout. Rockledge is playing East Ridge, or Melbourne's playing East Ridge. I'm going to get it right eventually. Melbourne is playing East Ridge, and they lead it 5-1. Glendenning back over to first. Viera is playing East River. Rockledge is playing New Smyrna, and O'Galley is hosting the Water Zephyr Hills. 1-2 to Key, and he asks for time. And goes to shuffle the dirt around the batter's box, and, well, there is none. It's carpet. Glendenning the 1-2 to Key. Strike 3. And Glendenning gets Key for the second time in this one. And for the 5th time tonight with a strikeout. 1 out with Noah Morowitz coming up. A little bit bigger of a lead by Marzak at first. That one catches the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 to Moritz. The on-deck batter is Alex Vasquez, and he doubled last time up into the left center field gap. Glendenning the 0-1 to Moritz. Low, 1-1. Aren't you glad we brought sweatshirts? I know I am. Yeah. And Glendenning quickly over to first. Fano Cruz quickly pops it back. Nah, Mark, I don't. I apologize. But if you find out, let us know. And off and running is Sosa's throw. Safe at second as Tyler Marzak is now 14 for 14 in stolen base attempts this year. And now, for the second time in the game, East River has a runner in scoring position. Espinal back to shortstop here, and and Sosa's going to ask for help, and that should be whoa, oh my! Third base umpire says no, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 1 out here. Runner at second as Lucas backs off the rubber. Moritz. Sosa sets up on the outside corner of the pitch. That ball caught by Cruz and no play. The ball was caught and trickled off the glove by Fano Cruz. We'll give him a hit. Tough play. Required the dive. So a single, an infield single, advances the runner to third, and East River has runners at first and third with 1 out. And Alex Vasquez up. And Vasquez, the last time he was up, doubled into the left center field gap. So Viera this year has turned 10 double plays. That'll be a strike. So the first real threat of the game by East River here with 1 out in the top of the third. 2 hits in the inning. And that is hit to second over to Espinal for 1. And that's all they'll get as East River will plate their first run as Tyler Marzak crosses the plate. And on the sacrifice on Morowitz, it's now 3-1. Nice play there by Kyler Dwiggins to get the shore out as Angel Alvarado steps in. He struck out looking his first time up. Melbourne 7-1 in the bottom of the third. So it appears the Bulldog bats have returned. The pitch, no doubt they would get whatever ailed them last week corrected over the last couple of days. You knew Coach Donovan and his great staff would get that done. They got the pitching. 1-0. Runner at first, 1 in, 2 outs here in the top of the third. It's 3-1 Melbourne, or 3-1 Viera. Outside corner, ball 3. So Lucas, I wouldn't say he's struggling, but he is getting up there in terms of counts to these batters. And you don't want to see that because you don't want that pitch count to jump there too much. The ball gets away. That's a strike. That's to be a pass ball, and Alex Sosa down to second base goes Vasquez. So they got the second potential run of the inning down at second. That was a strike, I believe. Should be 2-2 instead of 3-1. Nope. George says 3-1. I thought he called a strike. He put his right arm up. Ball was right over the plate. 3-1 to Alvarado. Here's the pitch. Lucas Glendenning, high chopper back to Lucas. He underhands it to Cruz for the third and final out. But the East River Falcons crack the scoreboard. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third, 3-1 Viera.
We head to the bottom of the third. Your score: Viera 3, East River 1. Now up to the plate for the Hawks, Luke Campbell. That one in there for strike 1. Campbell, last time he was up, hit a double. It was a ground rule double. And he's going to give this one a ride. Coming into shallow center. It's going to drop for a hit. And Campbell on the throw advances to second base. So officially that'll be a single, and he will advance to second on the throw. Luke Campbell Next up is Fano Cruz. Cruz last time up. And that'll be chop foul for strike one. Just a little campfire there of East River. Key checks over on Campbell, comes to the plate, and that'll be a chopper over to the second baseman. Over to first for out number one, but it will advance Luke Campbell to third base. Coming up next for the Hawks, Kyler Dwiggins. So a good job there by Fano Cruz doing a job there.
Number 5, Kyler Wiggins.
Here with one out here in the bottom of the third. That pitch in there for strike one. That one missed for ball one. Count is 1-1 with one out. Luke Campbell over on third base. And that pitch almost went to the backstop, and Luke thought about it. Good job by the catcher there, being the wall. Reaching out and snagging that one before it can get anywhere. Dwiggins awaits the 2-1. That one inside, now 3-1, hitters count. Key looks, fires, swing and a miss for strike two. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Luke Campbell is on third. The 3-2 pitch, and that will be chopped foul down the third base line. Three-two pitch, and that one will hit Dwiggins, and Dwiggins will take first for his based on balls. And Luke Campbell will come in to score. Viera now takes a 4-1 lead. And Robbie Behrens will come up to bat. And he'll swing at the first pitch for strike one. 0-1 count, 1 out. Dwiggins on first base. Robbie Behrens at the plate. That one in there for strike two. A quick 0-2 count now. Key kicks and fire over to first. Dwiggins gets back safely. 0-2. And that one high and inside for ball one. Beautiful breezy night for baseball.
I do, yeah.
And Key throws over to first, trying to get Dwiggins.
I'll take it whenever you want.
There's the 1-2, low for ball 2. Count is 2-2 with 1 out. Deals the 2-2, and that one's fouled back right into the seats.
Based on balls. Luke Campbell hit a single and advanced on, eventually scored. Due to base on balls by Dwiggins, he stole home on the base on balls. Huh? Fano Cruz, chopper to second.
And time called by Torch.
Luke Campbell stole home, huh?
Yep. Key on the 2-2. And there's Dwiggins stealing second base. Count is now full, 1 out for Robbie Behrens. (3-2), and that one will be popped up. And it will drift harmlessly, falling in foul territory. Count still full, 1 out. Dwiggins on second base. (3-2), and that one will be inside, and Behrens will get walked on. Now, Alan Slaughtersinski.
All right, the Hawks here back to the top of the lineup. I'd like to thank Caleb Brown there as Jack Malatino steps up for the 3rd time in 3 innings. Malatino 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored in this one here tonight. Behrens at first. Dwiggins at second. Key to Malatino. Strike 1 on the outside corner. The on-deck hitter is Mikey Schmidt. 4-5-0 for Viera. 1-4-0 for East River. And nice block behind the plate there by the catcher Perez. Megan Caleb says, thank you for the compliment. First and second, 1 out here. The pitch fouled straight back, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes to Malatino. Look at Mikey Schmidt, the on-deck hitter, retrieving the ball off the screen and still getting ready to go. Big lead at first, not being held. The pitch to Malatino outside, 2-2 now. Key throwing a lot of pitches this inning. He's issued 2 walks. 1 to Dwiggins and back-to-back walks, Behrens. And he chases one, and that'll be strike 3 for the second out here. In the top of the 3rd as Mikey Schmidt steps in.
Right fielder, number 20, Mikey Schmidt.
Mikey Schmidt steps in. Mikey with a beautiful bunt single his last time up. He is 1 for 2. His first time up, he flied out to the left fielder. Welcome in David Lowe watching. Luke scored on a wild pitch, not a stolen base. Thank you, Shane. The pitch, 0-1, Low, 1-1. Edion Espinal on deck. 4-1, Viera on top. Last check on the Bulldogs was 7-1. So the collision course is in motion for Friday night. Give you a little history about those coming up, and if you're a Hawks fan, you may want to turn your sound down for the history lesson coming up. Two and one to Mikey. That'll catch the outside corner. And for the first time here tonight, we've got us what we call a deuces wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. What will Hunter Key deliver as our turn card? Will it be ball 3, strike 3, or will Mikey Schmidt have something to say about it? And Schmidt drills this one to the center fielder. Good track, good catch, third out. But the Hawks score one more as we head to the top of the 4th with your score, Viera 1, East River, or Viera 4, East River 1. All right, the history lesson on this is Melbourne is 23-13 against Viera since 2008. However, over the last 12 games, these two teams are 6-6 against each other. In fact, the series has been so close, no team has won 2 in a row in the same season since 2018. Now, with that said, in the 3 previous times these Melbourne and Viera has gotten together in the district championship game, the team that has won the district championship game has lost in the regional game. Just a little history lesson. I'd like to say hello to Terry Inman watching from Charlottesville, Virginia. As Lucas Glendenning comes out for another inning of work. Back up just a hair, man, because that camera is shaking bad. I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. A little more. Right there is good. Due up, Ty Kennedy, Matt Dimitri, and David Shantz here in the top half of the 4th inning. Oh, yeah, Robbie's at third base. Kennedy grounded out to Edion Espinal. His first time up. Behrens comes in 2 steps on the grass at third. Glendenning. Curveball is a beaut, and it's 0-1. How you doing? Good to see you. How's that? Hold you guys ready for a play? Nothing and 2 now. Glendenning. And there's a Sperrins again with a web gem. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Timed that beautifully. Somebody just asked me if Robbie Behrens is at third base. Indeed. The glove tells the story. Thank you, Jan. Melbourne up 7-1, so we are inching closer towards the big Friday night as Matt Dimitri steps in, the designated hitter. He singled his first time and only time up. Glendenning starts Dimitri off with a curveball for a strike. top 4. Yeah. That'll just miss for a ball. 1 ball and 9-1. Megan Strawman says 9-1 now for the Bulldogs. Megan, see if you can find out, or Miss Jans, find out who is pitching for Melbourne tonight. Was it Trey Wheeler, or did one of the other pitchers throw? Please, and thank you very much. 1-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Ooh! 2-2. Don't ask me, because I don't know where it missed. 2-2. And that shot is fouled down the third base line. Foul. Jerry Kennedy gets out of the way of it. The on-deck hitter is David Shantz, who struck out his last time up. 5 strikeouts for Lucas Glendening in this one, and he just stays alive. That's his Barry Gibb impression. Thank you, Megan. Two and two. Glendening, and there's a slow roller down the third base line, but foul. Oh, Tristan, okay. She said ignore that. All right. Tristan's one of the better middle relievers in this in the county, for sure. And they got the 2-2. And that'll miss outside. So a good at-bat for Demetrius. He battles all the way back for a full count. 3-2. Lucas Glendening here. Quickly back to the set. The pitch. Oh, he pulled the string on that one for strikeout number 6. 2 outs. In steps David Shantz. What a pitch from Glendening. What confidence in the off speed at 3-2 to throw that. Just slightly overthrows the first pitch fastball. Ball 1, 1-0. Sosa sets up on that outside corner again, and Glendening throws that one a little low. 2-0. Thank you, Megan. High and inside, and deep into the count again goes Lucas. It's 3-0. Let's see if he can battle back here. The on-deck hitter is catcher Brian Perez. The 3-0, strike 1, 3-1. It's 4-1 Viera in the top of the 4th inning. The 3-1 from Lucas. That'll be low for ball 4, and Shantz wasn't sure. Neither was I. And that's a 2-out walk with Brian Perez, the catcher, coming to the plate. He flied out, popped out to the left fielder his last time up.
The catcher, number 14, Brian Perez.
As the Hawks will gather, and can't see the bullpen from here. I don't know if there's any activity going on, but
Hey, fans.
coach is saying, look, just throw the ball. Got one of the best fielding teams in the county. Nothing's getting by us at the minute. at the moment. Let him hit it to Robbie. As Torch comes out and breaks up the gathering. Coach says, how you doing, Torch? Brandon Martell got the start tonight. So, so there is no doubt that on this hill Friday night will be Trey Wheeler. The pitch. So we'll see. The Hawks can hold on, and I'm confident they will. So likely Friday night we will see Melbourne and Viera if they both hold on, with Trey Wheeler going for Melbourne, and it's going to be a rematch of the district championship game. Swung on and missed in terms of pitching. As you'll see Camden Wicker for Viera. So, and that ball gets past Alex Sosa, and down to second base goes David Shantz. So that'll be another good one. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Perez with 2 outs. Four to 1. Viera on top here. Glendenning takes a peek back. Shantz not being held. The pitch. Ground ball to Espinal. Scoop. Sets, plants, throws. Fano Cruz comes up with it. Nice play by Fano. That was headed for the Viera dugout, and Fano Cruz comes up the line to get it for the third and final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 4 to 1. Viera on top. And we've got a new pitcher for East River. It is William Slinkard. Slinkard comes in.
Attention, please. Coming in to pitch for East River, number 26.
This year, Slinkard is 4-2. The Southpaw has a 1.63 ERA. This is his 11th appearance. He started 8 games for the Falcons this year. Slinkard in 30 innings pitched has 52 strikeouts, He's issued 19 walks, given up 15 runs, 7 of them earned. Opponents are batting 139 against Slinkard. As Edion Espinal steps in. Espinal singled and scored and was hit by a pitch the last time up. And that'll be high for a ball, 1-1. Edion and Fano in those bright pink cleats tonight. The 1-1 to Edion. Low and inside, ball 2, 2-1. You hear the bench going, ooh, that was pretty much inside. 2-1. Aspinall pops this back and out of play, and that will be a souvenir for a lucky fan.
The concession stand is in search of hungry stomachs with small unmarked bills and exact change. Come on down. Free gum for the foul ball behind home plate.
They're giving out free gum for the foul balls. I think I'd keep the ball. Yeah. Yeah, right? Inside, Espinal. Count is now full at 3-2. How you going to police that?
Well, it comes down like this. They have so many balls that home team's got to supply balls.
No, I know. I'm just saying. How do you police that in a stadium like this? You don't. You just hope. And Espinal gets under one. Deep the left field, drifting back, and at the wall with the catch is the left fielder for the first out here. And the only reason that didn't go out is because the wind is blowing 20 miles out the right field. Edion got all of that one. As Alex Sosa steps in. Sosa is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk in this one. It's funny because Sosa's a left-hander, and as soon as he stepped in, the wind switched direction. Now it's back blowing the right field. Right center. Slinkard's pitch is low and outside for a ball. Lucas Glendenning, the on-deck hitter. East River. That'll be just Alex has been getting that all night long at the plate, and he gets it again, 2-0. So Edion Espinal just misses a home run. Alex Sosa with a grounder that just dies at the plate behind Torch and Perez for strike 1, 2-1. To Alex. Alex with an RBI in this one. Outside, ball 3, 3-1 to the junior power hitting left-handed catcher. Torch must have caught that one on the inside part of his leg. Yeah, Larry Torch felt that one. Felt on his knee. All right, we're going to step away here real quick, and we'll be back here in just a second. 4-1 Viera.
Hey everybody, it's me, Urban. OMG Hibachi Grill. Oh my goodness. You need to follow this truck. You need to run, crawl, and get an airplane, go by train. It don't matter how you follow us and how you get there. If you got an appetite and you ready to eat, OMG Hibachi Grill can't be beat. Oh my goodness. Follow us, Facebook, Instagram. See you there.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
All right, so while Larry Torchia, the Hall of Famer, is being tended to, I want to take this opportunity to tell you that there are still plenty of teams left yet to play here in Brevard County, and if you want to see them or are a fan or have a student athlete that plays for one of those teams, for example, tomorrow night, Astronauts at Jensen Beach, Merritt Islands at McKeel, Satellite at Eustis, MCC at St. John Paul, Foundation is here in Brevard against the Heat. If you want to see one of those games, the information, get in touch with us. I'll reach out to the FHSAA and get it done. If you're interested in softball, that also starts tomorrow night. Bayside at Eustis, Horizon at Rockledge, South Sumter at Astronaut, and Holy Trinity at Westminster. They do charge this time of the year. There is a fee. So give me a call. 4 fees. The number's on the screen, 321-693-7697. If you own a local business, I can tell you this, Brevard Sports Network, our growth has just been amazing thanks to all of you. Right now, we're about 16,000 followers just on Facebook alone, not counting our other social media. In fact, we continue to increase our viewership by 20, 30% whatever those insight reports come out, like every 7 to 10 days. So we reach every demographic. Everyone has a friend or a relative or someone they know that plays youth, prep, or college sports. Brevard Sports Network covers it all. So if you have a local business and you're interested in getting the word out there, partner up with us. Come grow with us, 321-693-7697, or email me at brevardsportsnetwork@gmail.com. I'd like to thank our existing sponsors, ones that have been with us from the beginning. Uberzati. I just can't thank Uberzati enough for all that they have done. Beachway Volleyball Club, Coach Michelle Rycroft, Club Director Michelle Rycroft. We've taken some amazing trips with her program. Kendall Signs has been with us. No, leave that up. Kendall Signs has been with us as well. Also, OMG Hibachi Grill, OMG Hibachi Grill. So, again, we would love to have you aboard with us. I promise you, they're the best advertising rates anywhere in Brevard County. And the best bang for your dollar. I promise you that. But in the short term, it is, I would love to, but I can't. It's in the short term, though, it's all about getting these games broadcast. And I wish the FHSAA didn't charge this time of the year, but they do. As we wait for Torch. I think what happened is I think he injured his knee. I don't think we're going to see Torch come back. I think we're going to see a new home plate umpire, and we're going to play with 2. He didn't seem to be able to stand up too good with that knee. So here's hoping Torch is okay, as the teams always, a couple of years ago, we had a delay. Remember the lights went out? That was a Melbourne Viera game when the lights went out. Remember that? What's that? Not the umpire get hurt. We were just. Yeah. Yeah, I think his knee gave out. We were talking about a couple years ago here. The lights went out. Yeah, and yeah, it was like an hour and 45-minute delay. Right, exactly. Yep, 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 yep. How'd you guys finish up club?
The 16s qualified for nationals, and the 15s we're waiting to hear. They might get a trickle down bid.
Got you.
But they came in one spot away from.
Good.
And all our teams are going to AAU nationals in Orlando.
I'm ready for.
So the 16s will be in Indianapolis.
You going back to Viera next year?
No, I'm not. I might actually go back to Astronaut.
Really? Phil Horvath. Okay, that's right. Coach Horvath in his last year. Yeah, he told me that he's going to join me doing some broadcasting next year. going to do. This is going to take some time, I think. So go ahead. We're going to mute this. When you see the teams take the field, we will be back here on Brevard Sports Network. We're waiting on the umpires to change gear and get everything done here. So apparently the injury to Torch's knee will not allow him to continue. So we'll be back as soon as action starts here on BSN.
All right, so the new umpire behind home plate is Scott Wacker.
Umpire Larry Torch wants everybody to know that he's doing fine. Just had a little dehydration. He's going to be okay. So
All right, so quick update here from Larry Torchia. Just a little dehydration, as he called it. He said he's going to do just fine. He just won't be able to continue the game, but thankfully, it's just dehydration. You know, he'll be able to get back up, and just all around just good news. Now at the plate for the Hawks, number 13, Alex Sosa. Hunter Key, the pitcher for East River, and that one will be fouled back, and that one hits the roof. Oh, that one hits the window into the press box there. Count is 3-2 with one out. Three, two, and just bouncing out of the glove, and Sosa will reach first on the error.
All right, thank you, Caleb, and that's exactly what has happened. The umpires have switched, moved around. That's a hard hit ball, but nonetheless catchable. I'll tell you what, because it's Alex's dog's birthday, I'm going to give him a hit.
At the plate for Viera, the pitcher, number 17, Lucas.
As that will make Sosa, that was a hard hit ball. That'll make Sosa 2 for 2 tonight with a walk. As Lucas Glendenning comes in, the pinch runner is Adriel Torres. Yeah, the wind has calmed down, and that'll be high for a ball. Whacker or Lapper? Scott Lapper is the new home plate umpire. Scooter Morrison out there as well. That ball will be low and inside, and it's 2-0 to Lucas Glendenning. Let's set the table for you. The Hawks with 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. East River 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Okay. Say a prayer for him, that's for sure. Look like, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Lucas. It looked like something had happened to his knee there, but dehydration gets the best of us. And the Hawks have runners at first and second with 1 out, and Luke Campbell steps in. Campbell reached on a, well, he officially has no at-bats tonight. So Melbourne and Viera on their way to what will be a gem of a game Friday night here at USSSA Space Coast Stadium. Pitch high, gets away. Both runners will advance. That's a pass ball. Should have been caught by the catcher. And now the Hawks have runners at second and third, as that one goes off the top of Perez's glove. Luke Campbell, more than capable of putting one over the fence. He fouls this one back and out of play. Did a game earlier this year. Billy Martin says, Luke, get a hit for your poppy in Texas. Welcome, Mr. Martin. Once knew another Billy Martin that was famous in Texas. Managed the Texas Rangers. That ball misses, and it's 2-1. Of course, Billy Martin won wherever he went. Texas, Oakland, Detroit, and of course, the 6-time manager of the New York Yankees as well. And that ball is fouled back and out of play. Melbourne update 12-1, the bottom of the 6th. So this will do it for sure. That's Melbourne gets 3 outs here, and it's 10 runs. And they will advance to Friday night's game. The 2-2 to Luke. And there's a slow chopper to third. Tough play. Over to first. And Scooter Morrison says no. And Campbell picks up an RBI as Adriel Torres scores. And it's 5-1 Viera with Campbell at first, advancing over to third. I'm sorry, that was that was Torres that scored.
Number 12, the first baseman, Fhsaa.
As the pinch runner at third base is Dylan Jordan. Jordan's at third, Campbell at first, Fano Cruz at the plate. Cruz is 0 for 2 tonight, popped out and grounded out. 5-1 Viera. The pitch. And Fano swung over the top and threw it. 1-1. Let me get this off. Low one outside, and Luke will take second base on a catcher's indifference. And there's a shot down the first baseline, just foul. That's where Luke or Fano wants to be with that pitch. You know who's down there warming up? Yeah, I did too. I just didn't catch him. Two, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 in, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, third, and now fourth for Viera. And they lead it 5-1. And he swung through that one for strike 3 in the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Kyler Dwiggins. Dwiggins 0 for 1. Walked his last time up.
Tyler Wiggins.
And that'll be a strike. Remember, we got a new pitcher in for East River. It is William Slinkard. Oh and 1. High and outside. The count will even up at the ball and a strike. Dylan Jordan at third. Luke Campbell at second. Slinkard, the 1-1 to Kyler, and that'll be a strike. 1-2 now. Foul tip caught and hung on by Perez for the third and final strike. So Slinkard strikes out Cruz and Dwiggins to end the inning, but the Viera Hawks cash in with another one. They lead it 5-1 heading into the top of the fifth. All right, welcome back here to the top of inning number 5. We had the delay for Larry Torch had to leave the game as Tyler Marzak steps in. Marzak with a single his last time up. He is 1 for 1. Do me a favor, please. And that catches the outside corner as Robbie Behrens was literally within breathing distance of Marzak, expecting a bunt. Pitch, curveball misses, 2-1. High and outside, 3-1. Behrens, Espinal, Dwiggins, and Cruz from third to first. With Sosa behind the plate. Swung on and missed, and the count is full. 3-2. The on-deck hitter is Hunter Key, who has struck out twice tonight. The 3-2 popped up in fair territory. This is going to fall, and nice job. That wind is a beast tonight, but Zion Hernandez hauls it in. It is Hernandez, Malatino, and Mikey Schmidt from left to right.
Now batting for East River, the first baseman, number 29, Hunter Key.
Hunter Key steps in. Key, as I indicated earlier, has struck out twice tonight. Six strikeouts for Glendenning tonight. Make that strike 1 there. Nothing and 1. And that ball is fouled straight back to the screen, and the count is now no balls and 2 strikes. So Hunter Key's got to be in his own head right now with 2 previous strikeouts, thinking, all right, what do I look for here? If you're Glendenning, I think you just rock, kick, fire, and blow him away. And he tries as Key fouls it off, and the count will remain 0-2. So Melbourne will be winners as they will advance from the 5 seed. I'd like to see the FHSAA do away with seedings regardless of district champion. I really would. Pitch, strike 3, and for the 3rd time tonight, Glendenning sits Key down, and that'll bring up Noah Moritz. Moritz singled his last time up. He was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. He is 0 for 2 tonight, struck out his first time up. 2 outs here in the inning. Strike 1, and Glendenning is rolling. Has not had a 1-2-3 inning since the first. Just inside for a ball. 1-1. Strike 2. That's a beaut, Clark. 1-2. Had to get the Christmas vacation reference in before the game ended. 1-2. And there's a slow chopper back to Lucas. Stops, plants, fires. Got him. That'll end the inning. And for the first time since the first, Glendenning goes 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 5-1 Hawks. steps in for to start the bottom of inning number 5. No. No. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. There may be somebody here. I just don't know who's got it. Yeah. All right, back to Robbie Behrens here at the plate. And the pitch to Behrens, and he swings through it. For strike 2, Behrens 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. Struck out his first time at the plate. Behrens is committed. Tell you where here after this pitch, and he fights it off. And that'll be a ball. He is committed to Lehigh. And the Lehigh Carbon Cougar commit goes down on strike for the second time tonight. Sorry, Robbie, keep flashing that leather. Back to the top of the lineup with Jack Malatino. Malatino 2 for 3 tonight. Or, I'm sorry, check that. He's got a walk, a strikeout, and a single. He scored 2 runs, though. 2 of the 5 Hawk runs. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll be a strike on the outside corner. As Luke Campbell heads down to the bullpen. And I would imagine it's going to be Luke time coming up here soon. Hawks closer. That'll be low for a ball. So it'll be the talk of the town coming up. The Hawks can hold on here, and I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. What's going to happen here on Friday night? Fouled back for strike 2. It's the Melbourne Bulldogs. And the Viera Hawks will likely be doing battle right here, 7 o'clock. And if you can't make it, you'll catch us here. Caleb and I will be here at 2 o'clock that afternoon. I'm just kidding. Halfway. Yeah. We'll just be sitting here waiting for the game to start. Outside, the count is even up at 2-2. It is going to be fun. Oh, yeah, 12-1. Yeah. That ball is lifted into left field. Track caught. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Mikey Schmidt. Mikey is 1 for 3 tonight with a single. Bunt single. Nice bunt single earlier in the game. Edion Espinal would be next. And that'll miss outside for a ball. Bottom 5, 5-1 for Viera. 5-7-0 for the Hawks. 1-4-0 for the Falcons of East River. Again, the athletic director over there, Tony Piccolo, the old coached some football here in Brevard County. Of course, I believe he still lives in. Yeah, he does. I talked to Coach Piccolo when Viera played East River in football this year, and he's like, we should be a Brevard County team. It's closer to Brevard County than it is to a lot of the Orlando schools that he's got to travel to. So a walk, a 2-out walk to Schmidt, and look, the Hawks put up a run with 2 outs earlier in this game as Edion Espinal just missed a home run his last time up as he hit a high fly ball to deep left left field that died at the track. Off and running goes Mikey Schmidt, and they will even make a throw. And Schmidt is now in scoring position for Edion. Yeah. I mean, it's not far. Yeah. That'll be a strike. 1-1 to Edion. Alex Sosa would be next. Love talking to Coach Piccolo. And I'll tell you what, he took very good care of us last year. We went over there. They were supposed to play on a Friday night. We had to go over on a Saturday. It was hot. Put us in the air-conditioned press box. It was great. That'll be a strike on the inside corner. And it's 1-2 to Edion. The 1-2 with 2 outs. Off to third base goes Mikey Schmidt, and Espinal is called out looking on strikes for the third and final out. For what it's worth, Schmidt had third, stole. We go to the top of the sixth, 5-1 Viera. All right, we've got a new pitcher for the Viera Hawks. It is Dylan Jordan has entered the game. The sophomore comes in, and Dylan has had quite a year for Viera. This is his 11th appearance. He's 3-3 with a 2.60 ERA and 32 and a third innings pitched this year. Dylan's got 43 strikeouts. He's issued 17 walks, allowed 21 runs, 12 of them earned. Opponents are batting just .230 against him. Lucas Glendenning, 5 innings pitched tonight, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts. So another solid effort for Lucas as Jordan starts off Alex Vasquez with a strike. Make it 2. No. Wow. 1-1. Yep, tailed off just a bit at the end. A little high, too. Good call by the on-plate umpire. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Vasquez tonight hit a double and reached on a sacrifice. The 1-2 from Dillon, and there's a high chopper. Dwiggins, no, Espinal cross, and Fano Cruz dropped the ball, and a rare error from Fano as Vasquez will make it. That's a tough play, but it was there for the out as Espinal cut it off coming across. That's the play. He made it, and Fano just squeezed the glove a little bit too much as it popped out, and that'll bring up Angel Alvarado. Alvarado tonight struck out in the first, grounded out back to the pitcher. Vasquez takes a lead, and the first pitch is fouled off back to the screen for strike 1. See you Thursday. I'll be at practice Thursday for the football team. I'm sure he'll be there. Real? That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's a good point. Forgot about that, yeah. I don't blame him. And this could go on for another 2 weeks. Might not be no spring game. I'll bet not. Foul tip. And that catches Alex Sosa in the inside part. And he's just going to sit down and say, rub a little dirt on it. He'll be back. Actually, he can't rub any dirt on it because there is none.
This game advances to the regional semifinal game at a site and time to be announced, where it will face the winner of tonight's game between East Ridge High School and Melbourne High School.
It's Melbourne.
FHSAA.com for the site and time for this game.
Melbourne won 12-1. Yep. As Bob Doty comes out. Oh, is it 12-3? Okay. There you go. It's all right. I know he was. Caleb, be quiet. I don't know. Nobody knows. Rockledge lost? Oh, wow. So the Raiders are eliminated. Rockledge struggled a little bit coming down the stretch. They were 4-6 over their last 10. That gets away from Cruz. And down to second base. And over to third. He could run for days with as deep as that is. And down to third base goes Alex Vasquez. Rockledge loses 5-0. That's all right. It's 12-3. That game will be a final. So now a runner at third with nobody out. That's uncharacteristic of Cruz there. Yeah, I was going to ask, you better check that glove, see if there's a hole in it. Or loose strings or something. Yeah, that is a possibility. The ball is fouled back, and Dylan Jordan battling here. You just got to forget about the runner at third. That run's not going to hurt you. Concentrate on the run at the plate. 0-2. Go get this guy here. And Jordan wastes one outside. 1-2. And that goes, oh, nice job by Dylan Jordan to check the runner back. That's a solid defensive play from the bump by Dylan, and it's one out.
Now batting for the Falcons, the shortstop, number 1, Ty Kennedy.
Ty Kennedy steps in. Kennedy 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out to the shortstop, popped out to the third baseman. little, yeah, thank you. Swung on and missed for a strike. Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. And they'll be able to watch Friday night, too. Strike 2 from Dylan. Yep. Oh, sorry. That was my leg that hit the table. Watch Friday night here. Jordan. Strike 3 called. And Jordan registers his first strikeout, and now with 2 outs, with a runner at third, that'll bring up Matt Dimitri. Well, I tell you, the probability of a runner scoring from third with no outs in the inning is 90%. And Dylan Jordan is 2 strikes away from being that other 10% and keeping East River off the scoreboard. That's how you pick up your teammates. 0-1 to Dimitri. Just misses. 1-1. Yes, Miss Morris, we are happy to broadcast tonight. I want to thank the Hawks RBI Club as well. The 1-1. I think Alex set up too far outside that time. Just missed. He hit the glove right where Alex wanted it, but it was a little far outside. Alex adjusts, comes in just a bit, and here comes the 2-1 from the sophomore righty inside. Oh, all right, so we'll call that a makeup for the last one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild. Will Dylan Jordan offer up the 3 card for the third out here? Let's see what the sophomore delivers. Rocks, kicks, fires, popped up, playable. Calling it, coming in, and caught by Mikey Schmidt for the third and final out. They strand the runner at third with no outs. Great job by Viera. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. 2 errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Viera. I'd like to welcome you back. We got a new pitcher. We'll get to the new pitcher in a minute. But Mandy Goodale has joined the broadcast, and she could probably deliver us. Melbourne won, or was winning 12-3. Mandy, what did O'Galley do? Rockledge lost 5-0. Help us out with that O'Galley score. The new pitcher is Luke Politi. Politi is in his 10th. This is his 10th appearance of the season. He's 4-2 with a 3, an even 3 ERA. Politi. O'Galley winning 7-0. Outstanding. Again, Zephyr Hills tonight. Politi this year, 33 strikeouts in 25 and 2/3 innings pitched.
Your attention, fans.
T just took the mound. Okay.
27, Luke Politti.
Bottom 6. Luke Politi is in as Alex Sosa steps in.
Alex Sosa.
Sosa. Alex tonight, a double, a walk, and a single his last time up. And this one is into the gap, but the left fielder closes it and gets there. One pitch, one out. Melbourne is 12-4 in the bottom of the 7th right now. No outs, bases loaded. Wow. So if all 4 of them score, it'd still be 12-8. As Dylan Jordan steps in for, yeah, they are, for Lucas Clinton. This is the stuff that drives Pete Donovan crazy, so to speak. You know, I talked to Coach Donovan the other night and before the game and during the game. He likes to chit-chat a little bit during the game. And, you know, he was not happy with, his team and felt like that killer instinct was one of the things they needed to work on, not just in the game itself, but in finishing plays and finishing at bats. So let's hope Melbourne gets out of this and gets here Friday night as Dylan Jordan swings and misses. And I'm sure they will. It's an 8-run deficit in the bottom of the 7th. I get it, bases are loaded, but it's a good fielding team. It's a good team. Very good team. Inside for a strike, 2-2. Momentum is everything, though. Momentum is everything, and right now the Hawks got it. And that ball is fouled back and out of play. But baseball is a funny. What did that hit that dropped straight down? Wire? Did it? Tim Stockton over there from Uberzati. I'd like to welcome in Jerry McCabe watching as well. And that'll be strike 3, 2 outs. But, you know, anytime Melbourne and Viera get on a field, whatever's happened in the past, just throw it out. Because, as I've said, the last 3 district champions in that series have all lost in the regional game. 12-5. 12-5 now. Melbourne on top. Still nobody out. Bases still loaded. Over there, Rockledge Mandy fell 5-0 tonight. 2 outs here. And that looked good. 2-0 to Luke Campbell. I would imagine we will see Luke in the top half of the 7th inning. Fano Cruz is on deck. That ball is fouled back and out of play. If you know, without putting the jinx on both of these teams for Friday night, this would be the 3rd matchup this season. And again, going back over the last 12 between Viera and Melbourne, the 2 teams have split them 6-6. In fact, no team has won 2 in a row against each other since 2018. And earlier this year, Melbourne got the 1-0 win. That was a good-looking pitch, but it misses, and it's 3-1. So we'll see what Luke does with the gift. But, yeah, Melbourne won 1-0 earlier this year in a great game. Here's the 3-1 inside, and that'll be – oh, he called a strike on that one. All right, I'm confused. I'm just going to wait for the calls. Now the count is full with 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here. Popped up. First baseman tracks, and you knew that was coming. Just Hunter Key, just that wind just played havoc with it. And Luke gets another gift here. Let's see what he does with it from the baseball gods. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. No. Deceptively quick. As Politi toes the rubber. 12-6. 2 outs now. Melbourne close to getting out of it. And there's a shot down the right field line, but foul. It's 12-6. Bulldogs on top. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. O'Galley on top. Rockledge has lost. Viera on top here, 5-1. And now you're all caught up. The 3-2. Strike 3. And that'll take us to the top of the 7th. With the score, Melbourne 5, or Viera 5, East River 1. I did the same thing. All right, as you see, Mandy Goodale's update. 8-0 O'Galley, top of the 7th, final. New Smyrna Beach, 5-0 over Rockledge. And Melbourne gets out of there 12-6. Not 12-1, 12-6. And so one half of Friday night is set as Dylan Jordan returns to the bump for the top of the 7th. 3 outs, and the other half will be set. 1 strike. O'Galley's down to the final 3 outs, as well as is Melbourne or Viera. And that'll be a strike from Jordan. Boy, what a week of baseball and softball here in Brevard County. Huh? I saw Skylar Wagoner earlier. Strike 3 from Dylan Jordan. 1 out. Jordan second. And the Hawks 9th of the night. Catcher Brian Perez steps in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Flied out to left field and grounded out to Edion Espinal. So we are 2 outs away from what will arguably be the most anticipated baseball or softball game all week in this county. I mean, we wouldn't do anything to promote or blow that up, would we? Yeah. You won't see anything about that on our page. Here's the pitch outside for a ball. 1-1. There won't be any past highlights or extensive previews going on there. I'll be up till 5 o'clock in the morning Thursday writing. 2-2. 12. That's short. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Dylan Jordan here. As Perez stays alive here. 2-2, 1 out. Top of the 7th, 7-0 for Viera, 1-5, and well, there are errors. So we'll go 5-7, 5 hits, 5 runs, 7 hits for Viera, 1 run and 5 hits for East River. Scorer missed a hit earlier. If you're here in the park listening. High and outside, and that's a walk to Perez. And this just, if it is those 2 teams Friday night, you're going to see the rematch in the district championship of the district championship, Camden Wicker and Trey Wheeler. That was Camden Wicker, just what a night he had on the hill. And Hawks batters, too. Wheeler pitched a great game in that one. He did. What Viera did in that game was they forced him to work deep into counts. It was a small strike zone that night. And, Hawks hitters were very, very patient at the plate, and they just put the ball in play. Now, Melbourne only made 2 errors, but of the 7 runs they scored, only 2 of them were earned. So you got to put the ball in play as the count goes to 2-1. You got to put the ball in play to make things happen, and they did. Much to their credit. That'll be a strike. 2-2 to Tyler Marzak, who does have a hit in this one. Outside, 3-2 at fastball from Dylan Jordan, just tailed on him. So the count is full. Jordan takes a peek over to first as Marzak battles, fouls it back up off the luxury suites here at USSSA Stadium. And the race begins for Bubblegum. 3-2. And he does it again. Marzak hanging in. In case you're wondering why this game is so long and just 5-1, let's say a little prayer for home plate umpire Larry Torchia, the Hall of Famer, left the game a little earlier, dehydration. The 3-2, strong swung on and missed, strike 3. Jordan's third, and the Hawks have reached double-digit strikeouts as a staff, and down to their final out is East River as Hunter Key steps in. And as you see Mandy Goodale reporting, O'Galley with an 8-0 win tonight. And the Commodores advance. That ball bounces low for a ball. So Brevard County 3, let me not jinx anything, currently 2-1. And the Hawks are 1 out away from making that 3-1 tonight as Melbourne wins 12-6. Fouled back to the screen, a ball and a strike. The Viera Hawks are the only team in Brevard County to have won 20 or more games for 6 straight years. Now that, of course, throwing out the COVID season. That crossed the plate as a strike, but ended up in the glove as a ball, so it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike now. 2 outs, top 7. Jordan rocks, kicks, and fires. I don't know how he laid off of that, but he did. 3-1. I guess that's why he bats leadoff. Four more, 5 more baseball games tomorrow. That ball is lofted into center field on his horse and at it and caught for the 3rd and final out is Jack Malatino. And that'll do it from USSSA Stadium, where the Viera Hawks have won their first game in the FHSAA 6A bracket this year on their way to try to defend their regional championship. They get the win over East River. Your final score is 5-1 Viera. They get 5 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. East River 1 run on 5 hits and 1 error. Your winning pitcher, Lucas Glendenning. Glendenning with 7 Ks and 4 hits in this one tonight. And we know for sure we'll be back here on Friday night as the Melbourne Bulldogs will be here and they will take on these Viera Hawks. I'd like to thank Caleb Brown, my producer, and Maggie Davis, the athletic director, and, of course, Brock Doty and Bob Doty of the Viera Hawks. So, for Caleb, I'm Alan. Once again, your final score, Viera 5, East River 1. Have a great night, everybody, and as always, make it a sports night.